Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Bitcoin just broke all-time high again, and this time it seems that we are actually not going to get a dump. And the main reason for that is because there are a bunch of shorts on the marketplace, bunch of people that exited 50% from the market, 60% from the market, sold all of the meme coins, sold all of the altcoins, closed the long positions, and put all the money into fundamental projects. Same type of Ponzi's, just ran by VCs, right? Alright, I just started to record this video. We basically just broke to $69,600 and we started to dump right away. It's very interesting why people are looking to dump the BTC right away after breaking all-time high, dumping their BTC. It's almost like selling pepe. And remember what Stan was telling you, meme coins are an ultimate hedge against Bitcoin surging up at this stage. It's not even Bitcoin layer 2s, it's not even ordinals, it's not even Bitcoin ecosystem, because a lot of these things, they will actually decrease in value in comparison to Bitcoin over time. And they may increase in dollar value themselves, but they might be costing the same. They were costing 0.2 Bitcoin in December, they will be costing 0.2, even 0.6, who cares? It's quite hard to outperform BTC with them at this stage. Maybe closer to the end of the cycle, if Bitcoin whales would decide that they would want to buy a picture of the monkey or a picture of the frog. And I'm not talking about our beloved meme coins. I'm talking about ordinal NFTs, about Bitcoin frogs and not monkeys. But you know what days I like? I like the days when pepe is breaking new all-time highs. When pepe is surging up. Because my loan is doing well, and at the same time I do understand that the time of picture of the bear and picture of the crab is very close to us. I believe we even touched $70,000. You know, when something is actually trying to break something once and twice and then 3 times and then 4 times, I'm speaking about the charts. If the narrative is bullish overall, there is a higher chance that a chart will actually be able to break out with the second attempt, with the third attempt, with the fourth attempt, and so on. Before we start, several points on the daily giveaways of $300, airdrop, snapshot, Sunday, end of the day, New York time this week, and the third thing, how to join private Discord if your country is blocked and you cannot log in and sign up into BitGet and you don't want to pass KYC, or if you have a BitGet account already. I will respond to each of these questions one by one, alright? First things first, in order to be eligible for daily giveaway of $300, 3 winners with $100 each, you need to be signed up to BitGet exchange using my referral link. This link is here. You can just click it and you can sign up onto the exchange. You need to deposit at least $100. Just deposit $100. You will be able to withdraw it. You will be able to do anything you want with $100. You basically need the sum of assets to be at least $100. And you need to fill out the form in the Discord and join VIP as well. How to actually do that? You basically just open Discord. You can see the first link here, Discord, right? Continue to Discord. And here you have join VIP, Google form. Visit website. It's all very simple. Just 2 clicks, right? The only thing you have to enter here is your BitGet UID and Discord name as well. BitGet UID, you basically just go on your BitGet, you click copy right here, and you click paste here. Nice, I have my UID here. Discord name, you basically just go on your Discord, you click your profile, and this is your Discord name. Click to copy username, right? And you just paste it here. You just copied your username, you click submit. You should only be filling out this form after you signed up to BitGet using my referral link. Once you go through this simple process, we would know that you are my referral on BitGet. We would filter out everyone on having $100 at least deposited and KYC completed as well. And after that, you will be eligible for daily giveaways on the channel. $300, you would have a chance to win. And on top of that, you would also be added into the VIP channel, into the private Discord, private part of the Discord as well, where I'm sharing my updates, where I'm talking to you guys and all the good stuff as well. And if I was not responding yesterday, no worries, I will respond to everyone. I just had some work to do with the main business. Secondly, if you already have a BitGet account, you go into Join VIP and you click I already have a BitGet account, and then you will be transferred to a video where you would be explained what to do in order to basically be able to be my referral on BitGet account as well. I know it might take some time. It's actually quite a hassle to be able to figure out this thing as well. That's why I added third option to actually be able to enter VIP private Discord as well. And the third option is stupid simple. You basically just need to pay $49 a month. What you do in order to do that, you have a link to Patreon under each and every video. Follow this Patreon page link and join Diamond VIP membership, Stan Crypto. You basically go here and this is going to be your Patreon account. You basically just subscribe and $49 a month. I specifically opened this option for the guys in the US, for the guys in the Netherlands as well. And this is something that I would be doing personally as well, because I would not want to recreate my BitGet account as well. And I do always pay money for things that save me time, because you might be able to figure out, like find some relative from Europe and sign up account on her, and that's way you would actually be able to join the private Discord as well. That's not something I do. I respect my time and I always pay for things that actually save me my time as well. And guys, make sure I do not need your $49. After you subscribe on Patreon, you would need to connect your Discord account into your Patreon profile. It's very simple to do. I will soon publish a video to explain that as well. And then you would be able to join Discord and you will see that you have Diamond VIP role assigned already. And essentially you would be able to use VIP as well. Don't think your $49 have zero value because other people got for free. Private VIP channel is not going to stay for free for long. Most likely we will just keep it for 2 months for the current members, and then we will make it paid for everyone. And most likely you will get some benefits because you had this Diamond VIP status right away. Well, let's actually talk about the market. Let's talk about what is happening. Are we finally getting our alt season? What's going to happen with the marketplace? Is this whole just a giant manipulation and guys that exited 50% with the portfolios, 60% from the altcoins, that sold all the meme coins already? Are they actually geniuses? Will they be able to buy lower? Because we should have a recession, because we should have rate cuts, because we should probably have World War III kicking off in several months from now. I can only tell you one thing. You, my friend, and I am as well, we all have our dicks in the mouth of the turtle. Like this, you see? And only turtle will actually decide when it's going to snap. I'm willing to play the game. I'm willing to risk it. To actually be able to fuck the turtle. Because, guys, outcomes, results, things that we might be making in this market, in this cycle, if it's a proper cycle and we are properly bullish going up, they're just crazy. Upside is just so enormous. And our downside, we will just be losing all of our money. They will be just going to zero. Whoosh. In a millisecond, right? There is no boring Bitcoin analysis on this channel. There is no boring information on the recession and charts as well. There is actual information making money, and we are making money on this channel. I'm not interested in doing daily videos on speaking about different theories, about recessions, about rates cuts, rate increases, elections, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. No one knows nothing. If they would be knowing the future, they would not record these videos in the first place. I'm just sitting comfortably in my meme coins, in my longs, in my altcoins as well, understanding that each correction on Bitcoin, each sideways price action each consolidation can just be leading us to a glorious, largest alt season. And the main thing for that is because Bitcoin guys would be actually selling their BTC and transferring them into altcoins. And I can definitely see something like this happening already. It's also quite important that a lot of these guys are following media, are following influencers as well. And we already hear some influencers starting to say it's probably the time to start to sell your Bitcoin and transfer them into altcoins. This is a very, very bullish signal as well, because there is a specific range of influencers that are only providing content for Bitcoin holders, for Bitcoin maxis, and they are listening to these people. And if these people are telling them already that it might be a nice time to sell Bitcoin into altcoins already, reposition to Ethereum, reposition to something lower, we do understand what waits for us. For guys sitting in the trenches, for us buying 5 million market cap, 3 million market cap, 10 million market cap shit coins 4, 5, 6 months ago, and even 2 to 3 months ago, we know that all this liquidity will eventually come to us, come to daddy. Ethereum also just reached $4,000. Very nice. Also got a bit rejected, but we will see. We would see if we would actually be able to turn this rejection into a support. We would see if we would actually be able to turn this resistance into a support. If we are, we should be finally seeing our alt season, because we are waiting for so long. Certain ecosystems, they're definitely doing well, but we never had a proper alt season yet. Let's actually see what the future holds. I was showing this screenshot so many times, but I never actually read it to you. So let's do it currently. It's very important to understand where are we in the cycle, because if you actually would be able to play the rotation game properly, if you would be able to do 2 or 3x here, put into something different, do 2 to 3x there, put into something different, do 2 to 3x and so on, you are multiplying the x's. Because if you've done 3x there, 3x there, and you are basically shifting your funds from one thing into another, that's 9x in total. This is how proper players on the marketplace are reaching 20x's, 50x's, 100x's. They are not just sitting in one coin praying for it to go 100x. They understand the market, they understand the narrative, they understand what will pump after another, they understand second order of consequences, third order of consequences, what is actually going to happen after some ecosystem pumped, after there were certain news on the marketplace, and they're positioning themselves before liquidity essentially is coming into their peaks. But obviously, simplest thing is just to buy proper project and just hold them. The same thing I've done with Bobo, right? Because picture of the bear is definitely a proper project. Path to alt season. Alt season is a function of the market due to new participant flooding into crypto around the same time. Do you actually get a lot of people start to ask you about crypto, what to buy, what to do, things like that? It's very, very interesting, because there are rumors that retail might be very, very close to come in as well. I do think we are in a very, very interesting situation in the marketplace. It might lead to nothing. We might just go to correct, to do nothing, right? But at the same time, if this is just silence before the storm, because this alt season, any alt season, they're just going parabolic up, but they take time to build up. They definitely take time to build up, and then just whew. This is usually triggered by the BTC mining supply halving every 4 years. There are several speculations on that fact. We are actually probably not getting bull market once in 4 years just because of the BTC halving. And the main reason for that is because BTC was actually started at the end of the cycle after global financial crisis in 2009. So they are very, very nicely paralyzed, which causes a surge in price or a sudden loss of faith in centralized fiat currencies. What is the narrative that is playing out in the world currently? That fiat currencies are totally fucked. And it's kind of interesting because we see that in history. There is no fiat currency that actually was the same 500 years ago. they all constantly changing. And we might be at a very, very interesting point of history. We might be at the point of the changing of world order. Read this book by Ray Dalio. Very, very great read as well. The duration of the phases are parabolic in nature, meaning phase 1 takes the longest and phase 4 goes the fastest. That's very important as well, because we kind of see things speeding up, and you definitely won't want to be left out once we are in the phase 3, once we are in the phase 4. I believe we're currently somewhere at the transition from phase 2 to phase 3. And you already hear people on the marketplace saying that we are entering optimism. But again, you have to understand, bears, they're very silent. People at the sideline, they're not screaming, "Oh guys, you just made 50x on this Memecoin, and I've been a crypto investor for 10 years. I was researching this fundamental project, believing it's not a Ponzi, for 8 hours for the last 17 years straight, even before the crypto was invented. And I thought that I'm actually the smartest guy in the room. And I missed my entry into altcoins because I thought we would actually be going lower, because I thought I would be able to buy 20% cheaper, right? And right now I'm sidelined. I'm not making this 20x's with you. I'm just sitting with my cash. I'm fine with my cash that is devaluing each and every second. It goes down in value. My cash. I'm sitting with my cash. I'm very, very fine because I thought that I'm the smartest guy in the room. There are a bunch of people like this. They follow their own influencers, and their influencers, they're telling them that we should be seeing a correction, we should be seeing a dump and things like that. And even I feel scary as well. I don't know what's going to happen. I have quite a few longs opened as well. I don't know what's going to happen in the market. I know I feel fear, and this what helps me to understand that we might be surging higher as well, because there is still a lot of uncertainty in the market. And when everyone would be sure that we are bullish, we're going up 100%, this is your time to aggressively scale out of the market. Phases overlap and can temporarily reverse before continuing, but we always end up in the mania of alt season. Very, very interesting part. Phases can overlap. Maybe we had this mania phase on meme coins as well, but I actually wanted to show something as well. Do you know something about Elliott Wave 3? Not the influencer Elliott Trades, right? Is a guy with different books and fundamental analysis, markets and things like that. This is the stuff that works still, and it will probably continue to work just because of the fact markets work based on psychology, and human psychology does not change because we cannot artificially speed up the process of evolution at this stage. Maybe once we would actually be able to change our genes and let our genes evolve, not actually based on the person actually being born, but if we would be able to evolve genes in the lab before actually the baby is born, so you would be able to choose what type of hair color you want for a baby, what type of diseases, if you want your baby to have diseases, right, what type of tools, what type of teeth and things like that. And once you would be able to artificially speed up the evolution process, that's definitely a different thing, because we would definitely improve psychology. That's actually the theory that I have. I think that people figured this out already. They basically just evolved and they left this fucking planet. This is what I think actually happened. But you know, sometimes I sound crazy. But we're speaking about market, and we're speaking here about the most outperforming asset of this market. Larger cap, right? Pepe. Pepe the frog, it will outperform all the fundamentals, all the projects, with all the teams, with all the VCs throwing the money into marketing, into teams. So you would actually want to buy, and you would actually want to hold, because it's not a vaporware, right? It's proper project with real utility, with real users, and they're not using it because they're being incentivized, because they're basically just making money on it. They're using it because they're receiving value from the product, and it's not a vaporware, and it's definitely not going to go down 99% in the bear market, right? Following Elliott Wave theory, what we have, we usually have 5 waves during each pump on the asset. We have wave 1, which is pump, wave 2 consolidation, wave 3 pump, wave 4 consolidation, wave 5 pump, blow off top, and after that huge consolidation as well. Interesting things that I want to ask and I want to understand, and I think it's very important. Had we already have wave 1 on the meme coins, on Pepe and Bobo, or are we in the wave 1 at this stage? Because if we already had wave 1, that might be kind of bearish. That might kind of show us that we might not have a lot of room to grow. Maybe in the current wave, in the wave 3, we will be reaching like $5 to $7 billion market cap, then we will have a correction, and then we would be reaching like 10, 15. But that's not something I'm for in crypto market in general. The main reason for that, the main reason I'm telling you that it's not something that I'm for in the bear market is because top 10 Pepe holders actually hold around 50% of the supply, 64.46% of the supply. That's, my friend, is why I'm telling you that we all have our dicks in the mouth of the turtle, because it can snap anytime, and then right after this would happen, you can go and protect your rights in the West. And we need to understand, we need to see what these holders are actually holding. Holder number 10 has $50 million in Pepe. That's 50. We check the whole liquidity. Whole liquidity is 42.33 million. Holder number 10 of Pepe can dump it to zero any second, any moment. He can just dump with one transaction to the absolute zero. We need to understand these things. We need to understand what are we playing, what type of rigged game we are actually entering with each and every project. And you might be scared, you might be like, how Stan, but you actually tell us to buy Pepe, and one guy, even like top 10 holder, he can just dump the whole thing to zero? Right, and the same thing you have with your fundamental projects as well. Yeah, we have vesting schedules for the VCs and things like that, but it's all the same thing. The only thing that keeps these things from dumping is actually human greed, because they do understand if they will just dump, they won't be able to take profits on these $40 million because they would just take the price to zero. At the same time, from the point of view of other holders, they will probably just find them and kill them because they just dumped the whole supply. They killed the project. They killed a huge cash cow that they're kind of feeding at this stage. 4 billion market cap for Pepe. Man, I think we might be seeing 100 billion this cycle. 100 billion market cap. With all the retail coming, we win, with everyone just buying Pepe. We already have posters of Shiba Inu in New York on the Times Square, right? I think so many crazy things are actually going to happen for Pepe as well. Let's see what the future holds. We always end up at the mania of altseason. Each and every mania stage, when you would be feeling something like this, you might be thinking on taking something out of the table. Take some of your chips out of the table, just to be safe. But at this stage of the market, I won't like to actually be doing that. And you know, one of the things that kind of scares me as well is that there are a bunch of players in the market that were way more active than me in the bear market. There are a lot of them as well, and these are the larger whales, like largest whales at this stage. And a lot of them are saying that their portfolio is at all-time highs at this stage, that their portfolio is actually larger already than something that happened in 2021. And the main issue is that when these guys would decide that, all right, this is enough, I should start to scale out, I should start to sell, then the whole concert, the whole holiday will probably start to get to the end. That's something I'm actually thinking from time to time, because these guys already have their portfolios at all-time highs. How much time they would actually be waiting? We are just running on greed, because if these people would dump, it's not going to look great. And the main reason they're waiting is because they do expect for retail to come in, for more institutions to come in, so they can dump more on these people as well. And we need to understand these things. We need to understand how to position ourselves properly, how to at least be dumping in parallel with them, ideally before them, but maybe if we'd be dumping before these players on the market that are already at all-time highs in terms of their portfolios, maybe if we'd be dumping before them, we would not be making certain profits because we always end up with mania phase, and we need to understand why we end up with mania phase. The main reason for that is because during the mania phase, during this last blow of top burst, there are largest percentage of gains as well. And our strategy, my strategy, buying like low caps, like 25 million market cap, like 3 months before, I think largest token in my portfolio had 20 million market cap, largest one. So I'm buying the lowest, the shittiest shit coins that you can only buy on the marketplace. And these things, they are usually pumping the last, which kind of adds even more risk into this strategy because the whole concert, the whole blow of top might already be starting to end. And you actually would sell, right? Because you would think, all right, party is over, I'm leaving, but you would see right after that your shit coins pumping because this final liquidity is flowing into them. And that's the risk. Because when the turtle is snapping, you should be pulling out at the shortest distance possible. Right here. Like it's going, you should be pulling out somewhere here. Because here you'd actually be able to make the most money. And at the same time, if you are sitting in the shittiest low caps, they would most likely be pumping the last. It's likely there are multiple alt seasons per crypto bull cycle of varying degrees. That definitely makes sense. But we do have a very, very interesting rumor, thought on the marketplace currently that we didn't see the alt season yet is because even following this dog, even following this screenshot, it says that the alt season only comes when Ethereum actually pumps. And we did not see a huge pump of Ethereum yet. I would say that we are only seeing it currently, and it also has quite a distance to reach to previous all-time highs. BTC is already at previous all-time highs, and Ethereum at this stage, it basically needs 25% pump to be reaching previous all-time highs, to be reaching $5,000 for one Ethereum token. Man, I remember I was working in software engineers in 2017 or 16, and I was working on some crypto wallet, and we were testing Ethereum integration, and we were basically sending like 30 Ethereum into the token. And we were basically just sending like $30 in Ethereum to test out the integration. I think at that stage it was like 10, 15 Ethereums or something. So crazy amounts. Crazy how this thing actually pumped as well, and how rich these people are that were buying Ethereum at this stage, and how rich would be people that were buying Pepe and the picture of the bear as well. Coming back to my thought, we definitely had different sectors of the market pumping already. We had some gaming pumping. We had some AI surging a couple of times actually already. Solana ecosystem is doing very, very well. AVAX also pumped. Larger caps like ICP and Filecoin and maybe Arif as well, they definitely pumped to a certain extent. But our ancestors in the market, people who were before in the market, people who actually created this document, they told us that we will not be seeing alt season before the pump of Ethereum. Because I doubt that we saw at this stage a larger liquidity flow from Bitcoin into Ethereum into altcoins. We saw some things here and there, but I would say they were mostly created through degens in altcoin space rotating their liquidity from one thing to another, to the thing that is pumping, to the second thing that's pumping, and things like that. But I can't say that we actually saw liquidity from Bitcoin. I can't say that we actually saw people who are holding Bitcoin selling and buying altcoins. And this is what the alt season is. And the expectation that everything will start to grow during the alt season. And yet, these guys that were active in the bear market, they're saying that their portfolios are at all-time highs already. This is definitely a sign, because we need to understand this game. We need to understand who are we playing against. We need to understand what type of power these guys also have. There are a lot of people saying that their portfolios are already higher than the portfolios of previous cycle. Let's pray it's inflation. Let's just pray this is inflation and the value of the portfolio is actually similar to the one that we had in the previous cycle, right? The biggest one being after the end of Bitcoin's bull run, when the largest number of participants enter the markets. Largest alt season is actually happening after the end of the Bitcoin bull run, when the largest amount of participants are actually entering the market. That definitely makes sense, because after Bitcoin had its bull run, there are some people that are just taking their chips out of the casino and they are leaving, right? But there are a bunch of degens that are taking their chips and putting them into Ethereum, into altcoins, because they don't want to leave the casino, because they saw these people making crazy profits in altcoins already and they want to make some themselves as well. And that's why I'm telling you that each and every correction, each Bitcoin sideways action might be leading us to the alt season. Nice drop on the Bitcoin dominance as well. We are surging down from 55 to 53 to 53.5. But it's still nothing. It's still so small price action for Bitcoin dominance. We need this thing to go down to finally see our alt season. And it's very interesting how we have the expectation here and here and here and here, and BTC just keeps surging up. It just keeps teasing us like this beautiful girl from your high school, right? It just keeps teasing us and not giving us what we want. Let's be patient. We will wait. This should happen once. This should happen sooner or later. And it's very interesting that here, when we had surge in dominance from 52% to 55%, people were actually selling the altcoins and buying the Bitcoin with them. It's so crazy. Total 3, surging up, seeing a correction as well. All-time high for total 3 for all the altcoins is 1.13. Right now we are at 682. It's almost a 2x move, and Bitcoin is already at these levels. Bitcoin is already at these levels. Imagine the size of the catch-up that we actually have to do with altcoins. You are blessed if you were able to 5x, 10x, 15x your whole portfolio at this stage already, but we still did not see the alt season. We still should be seeing altcoins catching up to the levels of the Bitcoin as well. And when this will happen, it should be just surging and going up like crazy. Something that Kyle is actually saying, that we should be seeing our portfolio just doubling on a day-to-day basis. Like you wake up, value of your money just doubles, value of the assets. You wake up the next day, doubled again. Crazy. I did not experience bull market the last time from the beginning of the bull market. I'm definitely looking forward to this type of experience as well. Phase 1, Bitcoin. Flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing prices surges. It's definitely something that we see currently. People are buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin is breaking all-time high. People are buying more Bitcoin because this is when people are actually buying Bitcoin, right? We have Bitcoin ETF with crazy inflows as well. Let's see actually what's going to happen. Phase overlap. Money flows into Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. This is exactly something that we're seeing currently. This is the chart of Bitcoin to Ethereum price. So Bitcoin is going down, which means that Bitcoin is going down in value in comparison to Ethereum, because Ethereum is surging up currently. So when this thing will surge down finally, that would mean that Ethereum finally started to outperform Bitcoin, which would be a huge signal for all the whales to put the Ethereum into altcoins. Phase 2, Ethereum. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin and we hear talks of the flipping. We're definitely not there yet. We're definitely at the end of phase 1. We're definitely at the phase where Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. I would say we are at the start of Ethereum finally outperforming Bitcoin. And let's actually see what's going to happen, because if BTC will just continue to surge like crazy, going up, man, we will just have this Bitcoin dominance surging up, and we will still be waiting for our altcoins to actually surge up. But if you're in meme coins, you just don't care, because meme coins are an ultimate hedge against Bitcoin surging up. And it's very, very interesting, because back in December, I think it was video number 3 on this channel actually, I was saying that I am looking for ways where I can hedge BTC just surging up. And I actually bought Bitcoin Frog because of that. And currently, after talking with Alex, after seeing meme coins performing as well, I do understand that ordinals and Bitcoin ecosystem might not be the ultimate thing, the ultimate key into outperformance of BTC. The ultimate key might be meme coins. And the main reason for that is because institutions are actually trading meme coins. And I doubt that institutions are trading BRC20 tokens. Just not that convenient, right? Phase overlap. Money is flowing into large caps where we see large buy-ups happening. We definitely saw it on some things like on Solana and AVAX, but it definitely makes sense because with each new cycle, things are becoming more and more complex. People are becoming better and better. Competitiveness and performance that is required from you actually increases as well. You have to do actions that other players are not performing on the marketplace in order to have the edge. Someone has more money, someone has ability to actually take more risks on, someone has insights, someone is running his own projects, someone is buying the picture of the bear in the bear market and holding it for 8 months, right? Phase overlap. Regardless of market cap, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having pumps. Guys, we have to understand what strong fundamentals are. I would not stop telling. This place is only for making money. There are no projects that are focused on 5 to 10 years. If someone is telling you that the project is focused on 5 to 10 years in crypto, they're just lying. They just wanted to buy into the thing and it's not going to happen. After 2 years, the whole thing is going to zero. You would see minus 99% on all of the tokens of your portfolio. All, especially altcoins, all of the tokens, right? There is no this type of horizon planning at this stage in crypto. And it's probably not going to come. Maybe for Bitcoin, if institutionals that are buying through ETF, they would actually adopt this type of horizon, but they will actually probably get dumped on. And it's very, very interesting. You might be, I think this is one time in the history where you would be able to dump on institutions because they're coming with the mindset they're buying BTC with 5 to 10 years planning horizon, right? And everyone will just be dumping on them in a year from now, right? What fundamentals actually mean? Fundamentals mean that there are VC money invested into a project. It means that there are teams hired, engineers, marketers that are actually showing productivity, visibility, that the product, that the sound actually is working on the product, that something is actually working in terms of this new chain, in terms of this layer 2, in terms of all these buzzwords and things like that. Fundamentals mean that the market maker is also hired. Fundamentals mean that you also would probably have different VCs in one token, and they all are interested in getting ROI, return on the investment, nothing else. They put certain money, they want to take more money out. This is what fundamental project is. Any fundamental project. You need to understand these things, you need to play alone. You want to jump into the same train with the VCs, and you want to most likely exit this train a bit sooner than VCs would be exiting the train. And it's very, very interesting that you actually have the edge. And the main reason because of that is because for VCs, in order to be able to dump large amounts of money, they actually need time, they actually need narrative, they actually need a bunch of people believing into the token, believing in the technology, they actually need to create this liquidity. So they need to persuade people that we are seeing large discounts. Buy. Solana is $140. I'm talking about the end of the previous cycle, right? It's so cheap. It was at 260. Buy. We're not going to dump on you. We're not going to do $7, right? And one thing also, all the news, all the articles are actually being created in order to persuade you that oh, something is bullish or oh, something is bearish. How many times you actually saw some fiat created by the project, like they're firing some team members, something is not going right, and then the project surges back up as well. Quite often, this fiat is created by the market makers to make sure that they will get all the unnecessary players out of the token. They would buy out more supply themselves, and they would be able to push it higher moving forward as well. These are what your fundamental projects in crypto are. Phase 4, alt season. Large caps have gone full vertical and we are seeing blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. It seems every coin is going parabolic regardless of fundamentals. Memes are everywhere. Everyone is super excited and you feel the mania in the air. I do believe that this cycle we would see certain differences in terms of the meme coins, because I definitely do believe that this cycle is actually going to be Memecoin super cycle. And I would say that, and you kind of see a lot of people on the market, a lot of influencers, they are still trying to use people buying meme coins as, you know, some type of sign that you should sell and things like that. I don't think that this is the signal that you should be using this cycle as well, because we have institutions trading meme coins as well. I would say the game in terms of the meme coins have changed. Of course, if people are just throwing the money into something dumb, but you know my views. I think meme coins, I do think that meme coins, they are the only transparent, honest thing on this marketplace, because they're telling you the things straight away as they are. We are vaporware, we do nothing, just buy, and maybe the price will go up and someone will be dumping on you. Exactly what 100% of projects on crypto market are. Alright guys, let's gamble. We did add several members as well. We currently have 87 accounts here. So minimum number is 1, the max number is 87. Generate. First winner is number 77. Very, very nice. 7 times 11. Very, very beautiful number. 2 sevens. Very, very nice. Congrats. You just won $100. This is this UID. Generate. And winner number 2 is 7. Wow. Very, very. If we would get winner number 3, something like 17, that would be very, very interesting. Number 7, this UID, you just won $100. Winner number 3, 25. 5 squared, very, very nice number as well. Love this number. 25 squared is 625, if you didn't know. Alright guys, this is it from my end. I believe this video was valuable, if not even for short-term application, but for something to change in terms of your mindset, in terms of your convictions as well, and in terms of you understanding what might be happening in the marketplace as well. I'm still bullish, I'm still in all of my positions, I'm waiting for the good things to come. Thank you for watching this video, my friend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.